Now, in order to make a session that other people can book into from other practices, we have to have a data control agreement. And all the IMC practices were signed up to one during COVID. So there's a thing called the Data Sharing Manager. You can go through EMIS and config, but if I click that, it will show patient information. So under the Data Sharing Manager, you'll see that there's various things here, but in appointments, we have to say that we've had to have activated this agreement. I think most places now will see already have. So in the appointment screen, when I'm creating a session, if I say Lego Sir, if I say I'm going to do one now, and I'm the default non-list category, when we're creating the session, slot properties have to be externally bookable. So that's the only real change that we've got to make when we're creating those sessions. So I'll create that. Sorry for the pauses, just I have to check there's nothing patient identifiable. So that's a session there, which is the Legos session. Now if I then go into, say, Amlwch surgery, and I'm in a patient, Mickey Mouse, I have to find a slot. So we find cross-organisational slot. And at this point here, you can look for all sorts of various organisations, but we know that we're going to look for Coed y Glyn. I mean, we could look to see, is there something in Beaumaris? Or we could look to see, is there somewhere in any of these surgeries here? So for example, Bentlech surgery, but they don't have any cross-organisational slots there. But if I look under Coed y Glyn, I will see here, this session here. So I'm going to book into this appointment here now. And what I'll do now is I'll go back to the Coed y Glyn appointment screen. And you can see that Mickey Mouse is in my screen now. I'll arrive in. And then I'm going to see him. And you notice when I try and see Mickey Mouse, it says this patient's registered with Amlwch. It's going to open up an EMIS and it's going to let me look at his records in Amlwch. And it'll be the same as normal where you can see his appointments and things of that sort.